So I finally cooked up the courage to finally make myself a YouTube video that I could actually interact with people. I did it mostly a more natural look, and I will do a video more about myself, who I am, what I like to do, blah 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 blah. But I'm more of a get to the point type person, so let's go straight to this video, okay? So I did my brows off camera, and I will do a separate video on how I do my brows. Then I will be applying the Milk of Magnesia to my face because this is really oily. Now I'll be using my CoverGirl True Blend Matte Foundation, the Black Radiance Foundation, the Ruby Kisses Cream Contour Palette, and my Black Radiance Contour Palette powder, medium to dark. And I'll be taking these two shades and applying it to the forehead and to the cheekbones, you know, the places where you usually contour your face. Now I'll be mixing my foundations together, and reason being is because I'm still trying to figure out my undertone. I do have like a reddish undertone, but I also have some form of yellow pigmentation like around the T-zone of my face. Now I'll also be using my Sonic foundation brush, my Real Techniques foundation brush, and some concealer brush that I bought from AliExpress. Now I'm applying the foundation normally where you would highlight, and I actually learned this technique from TaylorMade Jane. She's actually one of my favorite makeup artists on Instagram, and I actually found out that this technique is not as time consuming as the normal technique, so I've been doing it ever since. It takes 30 to 35 minutes to complete. Once I apply my foundation, I use my setting spray to set it all up, and then use my foundation brush and blend it all together. Get rid of all of those lines and the harshness of the foundation, just so that way no one can see where it starts and where it ends. Now, if you see that I smile a lot in the video, it's because that's how I learned how to contour. When I smile, I know exactly where my natural, contour line should be, and that basically just helps me out as to where to put the cream and the powder, so that way it doesn't look too crazy. Now I'm just using a small amount of concealer under my eyes, on my eyelids, under my chin, and on my forehead, just to brighten things up a bit. And I'll be using that same Real Techniques foundation brush and just pat everything in. Now I'll be using the Black Radiance contour palette and apply the shades where I put the cream contour. I pat it in first, then I swipe it across just so that there's no harshness. Now I'll be using this blush palette that I found at Rainbows and apply to my cheeks. Now I'm just setting everything together under my contour, my T-zone, my forehead, and my chin. Once I finish bake, I use my foundation brush and remove any excess powder off my face, and whatever remainder is left, I press it into my face just to give it that flawless look that I'm looking for. Now I'll be using the cream highlight from the Ruby Kiss palette and apply it to the highlighted area first, then put the CoverGirl highlight on top of that. I realized that when I do that, it makes my highlight pop a little bit more. Now I'm just applying this eyeliner, which it has a name, but don't ask me because in a Chinese it there and means a Jamaican and me no know them words there, you see me? So yeah, me just gonna leave it like that. Now I'll be wearing the Ruby Kiss lashes in corset, applying it with their lash glue and use the Maybelline Pump It Up mascara. I actually recently learned this little trick off Instagram where you could use the lash glue the same way you would apply your eyeliner and then let it dry, then apply your lashes on for a more natural look, I guess. Boom, girl have lash. And the mold done. Thank you guys so much for watching and thank you for the likes and the support. Mwah. Love you.